Shocking words and statements coming from the Sultan of Sokoto. Shocking, you will understand what I mean by that. The Sultan is saying to Buhari and the administration, what wars cannot resolve, dialogue can. Discuss and dialogue with Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. Can you believe that? Because many of the northern elders and leaders have been on the plot that Sunday Igboho, Nnamdi Kanu, Buhari should do nothing, allow the judiciary to have a free course. By the way, Nnamdi Kanu flooded Buhari's government in court, where the court has resolved and has said he should be paid 1 billion naira. And so the Sultan is saying, instead of going into war and making things the way they are, why can't we resolve this thing with a dialogue? We keep saying it again and again that the table of dialogue is a very important table that nobody should neglect. This coming from the Sultan makes a very great, it shows that he's a man with a open heart and he understands exactly what is happening. The oppression being posed by Nigerians and why these persons have said we want out is not because they hate the nation or they hate Buhari. It is because the president of this country has not mounted his duty post as the president. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Thank you. The Sultan of Sokoto and President of Nigeria's Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, Alhaji Mohammed Sadiq Abubakar III, has urged Nigerians to see dialogue as a tool to resolve challenges of the country. He said this in his 19th edition of the Daily Trust Dialogue with the theme 2023, the politics, economy, and insecurity. He said the issue going on in the southern region of the country, Buhari just needs to engage these young men and dialogue with them and find out what the problem is, engage them meaningfully. This will solve a lot of issues in the country. The Sultan, who was the royal father of the day, commended Media Trust Limited for organizing dialogue series over the years. The Sultan spoke about how fairness and equality is part of what moves a nation forward. We learned in the military, we learned very well that everyone has part of reasoning inside of them. We learned during our training that war is too important to be left to soldiers alone, and therefore national development is too important to be left to some politicians, and so we must advise them adequately. He also commended the chairman of the event and former head of state, Abdul Salim Abubakar, retired, for midwifing the current democracy by stamping his feet on the ground. The Sultan said there would soon be national events to celebrate his attainment of 80 years, and said Nigeria will remain as one and Nigeria must remain as one. However, the government and the people must always see dialogue as a way of resolving issues. He said, what war cannot resolve, dialogue can resolve. I'm a very strong advocate for dialogue and I cannot be tired of dialogues. Without security, we can't develop. We can't even worship God. We can't get tired, and we must try to make peace talk the order of the day. The Sultan has spoken very well, and I'm shocked that these words are coming from the Sultan of Sokoto, advising President Muhammadu Buhari to resort to dialogue instead of fighting, instead of making life unbearable for Nigerians because he says so. And he's saying to Buhari, the place of dialogue cannot be overemphasized. We saw recently how Nnamdi Kanu court case has gone, and how Buhari's government, instead of accepting defeat and paying the man honorably the 1 billion that has been allocated to him, they said they're going to study the judgment and they're going to respond appropriately. So when you look at it, as Nnamdi Kanu, because I know he did not say it categorically clear, committed an offense, or as Sunday Igboho committed an offense, I will answer that question for you. The answer is no. The offense they've committed is that they have said we are being oppressed. And initially they shouted out, but nobody listened. And the oppression has to stop. And so when you push a man to the wall, there is no other way, there is no place for the man to go the man will naturally fight back and push back. So this is exactly what has happened. And the government have said, no, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. Do you know that reliably, from what we're hearing from Benin Republic, the information reaching us is that it's Nigerian government keeping Sunday Igboho in custody. Nigerian government. They are the ones who have, politically spoken and said Sunday Igboho should remain there. You see, it ought not to be so. Have you dialogue with this man? He's not even a local government chairman. The coming up of Sunday Igboho gave people in Igbarapod the opportunity to be able to go to their farm. What local government, councillors, governors, the federal government could not do. One man helped the people to have confidence back and to return back to their farm. What have they done to that man? They've resorted to make him look like he's a criminal. They've resorted to treat him like a common. I mean, so when you look at it, do we have values as a country? Is there what do we term some things as right, and do we call some things as wrong, or we just group everything together? Okay, do we just group everything together? Because what is Sunday Igboho's crime? That because of what he did, people can now freely go to their farms. People can now freely live their life, go from point A to point B without being harassed, without being kidnapped. Is it now a crime? What the government could not achieve. So that's my point. There are many of them in politics here and there, even Christians and Muslims alike. But what are they doing? What exactly are they doing to ensure that they dispense good leadership to the people? And yet somebody like Nnamdi Kanu Sunday rises up and they say, no, he has no right to rise up. What kind of a country, what kind of a nation are we in where we cannot truly see beyond our faces? We can't see exactly what is going on. It's wrong. Very wrong. So these are some of the things happening. You see, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho are just being punished for doing nothing. But Sultan is saying, resolve to dialogue so that everybody will be happy at the end of the day. I think he has spoken well. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Remember, you have a voice. And the government should listen to what the Sultan has said. Resort to dialogue. Have discussion with the people. And don't just assume and leave them there. God bless you. Bye for now.